Hey Jennifer, I'm going to go ahead and correct the issue in your online course, and then you can give it a shot in the hybrid. And if you need any help, feel free to give me a shout, but I'm completely confident in your abilities. The first thing I'm going to do, because all of this content is on one page that's divided into the tabs, is I'm going to make a separate page for each of these tabs. So I'm going to keep this existing page for the overview, but I'm going to make a separate page for part 3 week 6, part 3 week 7, and part 3 week 8. So I'm going to do that by going to all pages and then just plus and creating a page. So at this point I'm not going to put any of the content onto the page yet because I'm going to have to copy that from the existing page that has all of the parts onto it. So I'm just going to create all of the pages real quick. Okay, so now that I have all of the pages created, I'm just going to go back to the original page, and I'm not going to take anything off of it yet, but I am going to edit the page and take the week 6 content. So let me just kind of eyeball that. It's the motivate students section of the page. Go in here. Let's see. I'm going to grab this table. So I'm going to find the motivate students. So I just did a quick search for motivate to find the motivate students. So I'm going to take that entire table. So I'm going to start at the table open. This is the banner. That's the motivate students header, and just kind of go down and select that entire table. And right now I'm not going to delete it from this page yet, just in case something goes terribly wrong. I'm just going to copy that and then go to the week 6 page and edit and just paste the HTML here. So they should have all of the motivate students content. Looks like some of it is missing because that's a separate table. Okay, so now back on the original page, we can see we were missing down to an image here with this quote after the word reflection, after the heading what to integrate and how. So I'm going to go back into the HTML and pick up the rest of that. So, and it's kind of tricky doing this when it's broken because of exactly what just happened, because things are not in the right order, which is why you're getting those duplicates on the bottom. So I'm going to search for motivate again. We're in our fragment 2. Motivate. The assignment table. Okay, so this table is actually that assignments table that's into that little orange or reddish box. So we'll just keep going past that one. We just stopped a little too early. Keep going down until we get to the table at the end of the div. So that is in the right spot. Okay, so we're going to copy that HTML and go over here and copy over everything there. Okay, so now that we have both of those tables, when we look at the content, we can see. And so it was that table, and I had just stopped too soon on that. So once the content is here, I'm going to go ahead and save and publish that. Then I'm going to do the same thing on week 7 and week 8. You kind of just have to search through the HTML for the bits of the tables that go there. So you just, and then from that point, it's just copy and paste. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, so looking at the original page, it looks like you have the overview and the week 6 motivating the students, week 7 elevate teaching, week 8 design and the virtual and physical setting. But then I also noticed a choose the model page. So I'm just going to create another page for specifically that content, and then you can move it to one of the other pages if you need to. So Okay, so now that we have the content that was on all of these three tabs plus the choose the model on their own separate pages, I'm going to come back to our original page and get rid of everything except for the overview and rename it overview and then add the links at the top. So let's start with our edit, and we're going to get rid of everything other than the overview. So we have to do some of that in the HTML here. So we'll just get rid of that top list item and the div 1, and we'll just kind of scroll down until we get to the end of that second table and the end of that div, and just take everything else out. So now all we'll have left is the overview, and we'll just call this part 3 overview, and then we'll put at the top of we have to go outside the table, create a line break, and we'll add in the links. So to do that, we'll come over here to the links table and we'll look for our pages that we made. So we have week 6, and I'm just gonna put a couple of spaces in a pipe and a couple of spaces in week 7, 8, and choosing the model. And I'm just going to put the choosing the model page at the end. You can move that wherever you like or add it to one of the other pages. I just didn't want to leave it out. So I'm going to go ahead and save this page. All of these pages are published, and so the links will return student, or it will take students to each page. And I'm going to also add an overview link and then put the links to all the pages on all the pages so students can navigate through just like they did with the tabs before. Okay, so here's the finished product. We have all of our pages created, filled with the appropriate content, and linked at the top of each page. And these links I just clicked on and then copied and pasted to each of the pages, and then removed the link to the page location the students are on, so it doesn't seem like a link that goes nowhere, but rather that, oh, this is where I actually am, hence the titles matching. So that's all there is to it. If you have any trouble, just let me know and I can do the same thing in the hybrid class, but if you'd like to give it a shot, go ahead. Also, let's definitely plan to meet maybe over the summer and work on some things, because I think we've worked on a couple of other designs that I think you'll really like. So we'll talk to you later. Bye.